Hello!
Hello! Nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, we're starting this episode again. I like how you keep crab walking everywhere.
But it's the most dominant strategy in this game.
It's true. It's top tier. It works and it fits the meta.
It does.
I feel as though I have been surrounded by darkness. In that darkness, I heard my best friend, Leo. He told me to give this brown stone to a person named Speak Up!
Who?
Alright. I don't know what the brown stone looks like, but this is a stone that I received from him the day before he disappeared, and it's brown. It wasn't brown before, strangely. I don't know what happened to it, but here you go. You may want to wash that first.
Yes. I'll wash it before I keep it for generations. I know a special place, right next to my watch.
Suddenly the master's voice came thundering down from the heavens. The brown stone you have is a key to open the world of evil. Not the painting, the actual world. This is where Death Toll lives. Come back to me with the stone. But wash it first, please. Don't want you stinking up the place.
Hey man, I know that I said that all tulips were evil, but would you mind watching this a sec? I want to touch it.
The village chief speaks to me every morning. Even though I cannot speak, I communicate with him through our thoughts. Speak up again to hear a small voice. There once was a watermill here before the village was destroyed. I hear there is a man in the mill who runs the elevator in the underground castle. See? See how I did that?
That was... This is the reason why I hate your kind.
A voice came from above. The brown stone you received is one of 6 stones in this world. When all 6 of these stones are gathered, the gates leading to the world of evil shall be opened. Now you must go to GreenWood, where the next stone awaits you.
I'm sorry, GreenWood?
GreenWood. One word.
Got
Not
it.
all caps, just capital G, capital W.
I can already make it to the world.
It's like the word all right.
But I can make it to the world of evil right now.
That's a painting. It's just a representation of the world of evil.
I walked into it.
It was a painting. You had too many herbs.
Oh, I see how it is. I missed taking herbs once, twice, 3 times, and this is why I don't take the herb.
Yep.
You see, the wacky tobacco will drive you up to the saki.
That's a great rhyme there.
That's what my mom used to say.
Release the village chief. Yes, did you go over here to get out?
There's probably like a teleport thing right here.
Yeah, no, I think there's both. I think a teleport thing does show up there though. Weird. After we beat the
GreenWood boss?
That's
So now we have to find out how to get a GreenWood.
Oh, you gotta go back to the master. So go back to the master and the golden tile.
Oh, it's like a teleport tile now. Oh, got it.
That should be an option to move now. Oh, that'd be... No, not record. See, but you saw there was an option to move.
Yes, but I wanted to record.
Okay. Did you know you can move?
So the thing that we had to look at the guide that we actually stopped playing the other thing for was actually completely optional.
Yep, apparently.
Awesome.
We also ran out of time.
Oh!
Hey, world map!
Oh my god, this map looks amazing!
Right? 92.
Oh my god.
Isn't it really nice?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Grass Valley, all rebuilt, and now there's Greenwood.
Huh. Didn't he say you need to go north?
I don't know if he said... I don't think he said north.
I thought he said
I
north.
think he just said the next stone was in Greenwood.
Okay, let's just
It's not
go.
very green looking right now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, look, it's a new green shrine to the master.
Yeah, Greenwood.
And now, again, those portals will open up as shortcuts. Aww.
It's like a little elfy place.
Yep. There'll be lots of forest creatures to talk to.
Yay!
Right,
I don't just have to
find
fuck goats.
There's a not just goats. The entire animal kingdom will be at your disposal.
Why can't I cut down bushes? This is imitating Zelda.
Or
Why can't I cut down bushes?
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, or all sorts of things.
Yeah. Oh, I missed Mystic Quest. I actually forgot all about Mystic Quest until just now.
Oh, I'd love to. We can talk about it another time because I actually wanted to finish. We didn't bring it up in the last session, but you made an offhand remark that I wanted to talk in more, where you talked about how the boss is actually a great. Because the core mechanics of this game really is the top-down combat and the crab walk. and how that first boss actually is an excellent use of that mechanic.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the way that this game encourages positioning and thinking, and the HP of the monsters actually encourages me to do heavy movement enemies. I want to do the swing of the sword, and not heavy movement enemies, I want to do a stab forward.
Yeah.
Like, there's just all sorts of great enemy design for the movement. I would say that the level design is a little lackluster, they're a little redundant, but the actual mechanics are fairly interesting. Like, in modern game design, I'd want them to be more intricate, but...
Considering when this came out.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's the bridge. I was trying to remember where it was. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I think that, because this game, if you were to name a mechanic besides the rebuilding the world aspect, it's this top-down combat.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, we were talking about how...
These things are much faster now.
The key thing for games is you should be testing the player's mastery of the mechanics.
Yeah.
And so having a boss designed that way is an example of good game design.
I would say so.
Especially with the forcing you to use the thrust strategy, which it had actually kind of introduced to you right before there, and then having the moving platforms.
Yeah. I would say, if anything, I prefer the thrust strategy a little bit earlier, but just to speed things up during the early parts of the game. But aside from that, it's quite good.
Try to slowly introduce you. Now there's a bird you can...
Apparently not an evil bird. I'm gonna have to stop myself from killing that one.
Yep. I like that bird. Oh. Well, that missed somehow.
Sorry, I was rubbing my eye.
Yeah, so it still luckily missed.
Well, I'll just stay here.
I think this one you'll have to want to swing the sword for, or that'll happen. Yep.
I actually can't see right now. My eyes are really hurting.
Okay. You can take a moment.
1 sec. No, the moment is gone. I feel like the cat all over again. Every time the cat gets on the screen, I just keep playing because even though I can't see the screen, because I'm like playing Mega Man. I'm like, I've memorized this.
So I think you're right about the level design, but also I don't remember the later levels too well. But I think that was just because that was the first level. I think the later levels are much more interesting.
That was creepy.
I mean, you can already kind of see how this one's interesting with the vines reaching out.
Yeah, there's actually going to be some verticality to it, which is interesting.
And they've introduced like the monsters jumping out of the ocean again. Compared to modern games, a lot of this is nothing or stuff that you're used to. But I always think, like, back to '92, like, these were new things.
There's still some creativity here. Like, the introduction of verticality with the vines is still something I don't see that often. Like, a lot of the time, like, even in Dark Souls, Dark Souls is a really well-designed game for a number of reasons. But I just can't think of any time that verticality is really incorporated into it, except for certain traps.
You're really getting hang of this combat. I like how you're handling that monster. Positioning is really the key.
Yeah, the HP. So they actually gave him 1 bar over what, I noticed this in the last one, but I didn't incorporate it again. I was holding my eye. He actually is 1 HP larger than what I can deal with this, and this deals slightly more damage. So they're showing me that this is actually a faster way to deal damage than this. And this is not good enough for those things, because they recover if they leave the screen. So that was that enemy design right there is more creative than a lot of designs I see in most games. Like, recent God of War with the Draugr. So, like, I don't want to knock the God of War games because, like, I fucking love them.
Well, it's got a lot of excellent things going for it. You're gonna nitpick on one enemy design.
Yeah, the Draugr. I thought that a lot of the early game had stuff in them that was a little too samey until, like, later. I didn't feel like I was being properly tested.
Well, that also comes back to the idea of bloat, where if you feel like the enemy's the same, what's the point of it?
Yeah. Yeah. Or, like, putting it in new scenarios is obviously a good example. Well, like, 1, then 2, and then, like, in a formation.
Yeah.
But
Hey, level up, restore health. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard for me to land on those things for some reason.
I don't know why. At least a dog. Ooh, so many animals for you to swipe right on. Not just goats. Not just goats and tulips anymore.
It's in time of kingdom at my fingertips.
It's a
swipe right, swipe left. Kitty cat.
Oh, I can actually see you wanting to use some magic on these guys more.
This is you. It shows you how to not conserve resources. Oh god.
Oh yes, the classic gamer strategy of conserving resources and never actually using them because you're saving them for that special time.
That's right. If anything, you do that way more than I do.
I do, actually.
Yeah.
I am definitely calling the kettle black here.
Yes.
Stupid kettle.
Hey man, the kettle knows from experience. I feel like I missed a direction. I felt like there was an upward
don't
path.
think you did. No, yeah, it's just a cliff. Yeah, you can't actually reach those other ones yet.
For the record, anyone at home, me dodging that fire, calculated. Anyways.
Completely intentional.
Yes.
Let's see how you do. Music.
Ow.
Ow. That one caught you off guard. It's also important to know because health bars will matter more as you get better equipment. Like, as you get the better armors, you'll take less damage. As you get the better swords, you'll deal more with each swing.
Oh yeah, but like, the way the armor is handed in this game, there's very little, and it's very much a linear progression.
Yeah.
Why am I not killing those things? That'll give me a thing, another thing in town.
I don't know.
Ow. Ow. I'm literally making the worst of all possible choices right now. Get away!
Yeah, those ones move fast.
Yeah. Despite the fact that they look like
They should be
slow,
slow.
putty monsters.
They're mud.
They look like a...
Your name is Mud.
They look like a Power Ranger reject, but
They do.
they move like
the
Mike
goopy-
Tyson.
the goopies.
I'm sorry, I should have said Muhammad Ali. He's more well known for me, but even though I think Mike Tyson was pretty damn fast.
Wow, there's a lot of those guys.
Am I the dumb one of our...
Are we the baddies? There we go. Cool. Oh, there you go. Even more stuff to explore. Whoop. I'm glad it didn't last all the way.
Just
Yeah.
don't move.
As long as
Don't
it
come
doesn't
towards
go-
me.
Not there.
No.
Anywhere but there.
No.
Yeah, that bridge is... Oh, you changed direction.
Oh, damn it. I didn't realize it would...
Yeah, because it shoots in the direction you're facing. I know, one
This
of the...
bridge is the worst thing. I'm gonna murder this guy.
Well, yeah, you probably should. I mean, one of my few gripes with this game, I never found the magic system super intuitive.
Yeah, no, I don't see any reason why it needs to be related. This ball was probably like a solution because they didn't have space or something.
Yeah.
Because this is just annoying.
It's not good for aiming. I mean, it's probably because they didn't have a better solution for giving more aiming options.
Yeah.
Because really, with the L and R dedicated to the crab walk, they are not left with any other buttons.
Yeah, pretty much. So this is definitely something like a hodgepodge solution because of that.
I will tell you, they do come up with a better solution in Illusion of Gaia for
I'm
ranged
sure.
attacks.
Yeah, this is like the #1 thing I would say is the magic system is boring.
Yep.
And I don't want to use it because it's super resource intensive too.
Yep, they definitely fix this in Illusion of Gaia.
Damn it!
Yeah, I know.
Damn it! I just used 20 resources that I didn't want to.
I mean, there's plenty of gems, really. Speak up, released. It's Squirrel!
I love this
man.
place.
A small voice is coming from a hole. Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh! I am starving. Someone can bring me something to eat. I will exchange this powerful sword with them.
Jeez.
I say to no one.
Really would be nice if I could have, something to eat. All I have is this sword.
Watch it not be actually have a sword. It's just innuendo.
Oh, he just wants
Just
the
lonely.
nuts.
Yeah.
Oh crap! That
Oh,
was the right
I wasn't gonna say.
That was the right button. That was the right button.
Oh god! Do you have? Is your herb equipped? Did you use it already?
1 sec.
Yep, you used it.
I should.
Brownstone.
I could have just got another herb. At this point, do I want to head back?
Honestly, yeah, I would head back because I think one of the animals can restore you. Because so now that we're in the second world, and we'll probably need to do next time pretty soon. But the way it usually works with each world is as you start restoring things, one of the first things you restore is like an inn that restores your health, and then another source of herbs for each town. So you don't because right now technically, if you haven't restored it yet, I think you have to go back to the valley to get an herb.
So the convenience. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out more about that next time.
Next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.